Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, to SR&P. That's Sex, Religion, and Politics with JT. We're coming to you from the beautiful town of Newtown, America. The place that we all want to live. We just need to work hard to get there. And it is a gorgeous day. Well, as I said before, every session will start with metric system. Is anybody aware of Myanmar or Liberia? Probably not, because their only claim to fame is they are the only two countries in the world, besides the United States, that are not on the metric system. It's very, very simple. And you know, United States, we're doing a good job. We've already converted so many things, like these wonderful things. That is a liter container. Okay, so now you know, oh, actually, sorry, 2-liter container, my bad. And that was not an advertisement. So, we've already got things doing it. We've got our speedometers have it on there. It's just a matter of getting it done. So again, let's remember, metric is the way to go, and today's metric definer is kilo. So you'll hear in movies the word click when you're hearing military people. That's their shortened term for kilometer. And actually that's basically what everybody uses, is the word click when they're talking about distance to somewhere. You go so many clicks to somewhere. Then you have the kilogram, which of course we've all heard in our favorite gangster movies, because that's what they tend to ship illicit drugs in, as keys. You've heard the word keys. We're shipping 500 keys of something. That's not keys like on your chain, that's the shortened version for kilogram. So again, everyone's doing it. And of course, we're not lemurs. We are not. Was it lemurs? Are they the ones that jump over cliffs? I don't know. But we don't jump over a cliff just because everybody else did. This is not a cliff that's going to hurt us. It's going to help us. And remember, it's all about educating the kids so that when they get to science class, they're not confused about what the heck is a meter or a liter, because you were taught inches and pounds. So let's get this figured out, and thank you very much. That will end today's metric portion. Now we turn to another thing that is near and dear to my heart. Last time we ranted about Black Thursday, also known as Thanksgiving. Well, the extender on that is what causes that is on the back end is Christmas. Well, for those of you who don't realize, Christmas was not invented for Santa Claus. Christmas was invented, it wasn't invented, well, theoretically, there was actually really a day where a really cool person was born who changed the world. And his name was Christ, and that's where the name Christmas comes from. It doesn't come from, I got myself a toaster for Christmas. So here's today's Christmas story. Once upon a time, there was a little boy long ago. And oh, did he love his mother, and his mother loved him. And it came around to Christmas time. And like many families around the world, the parents gave the young man money to buy presents for his sisters, his brother, and his parents. Well, you know, when you're 8 years old, you don't necessarily budget as well as you should. And he got around to the end, and he found everything he wanted and found that he didn't have much left for Mom. So he looked and he looked, and he went to what you might call a dime store and saw this pretty little bracelet. And he said, I know it's not a real stone. At least he was that smart. He knew that it was glass, but it was pink and it was pretty, and he thought, well, that's still a nice present. I think Mom will like that. So he bought the little bracelet and gave it to her, and on Christmas Day she opened it and she loved it, but unfortunately it was for a child and it was too small and it didn't fit, and he cried because he wanted to make his mom happy because he loved her so much, and she really realized how much he really cared. Years go by and years go by, and he grows up and gets older, and he hears that at his great nieces, so that would be his sister's granddaughter or his mother's great granddaughter, on her second birthday, lo and behold, the great grandmother gave the 2-year-old the bracelet. She had held on to that bracelet for more than 40 years in hopes that if her son had ever had kids, that she could give it to to his granddaughter, or her, you know what I'm saying, to his daughter. But he didn't have kids. So, this is live, by the way, so there will be screw-ups. So there it was. The gift that, and believe me, he remembers that gift all those decades later, but she did too. It was a special gift, even though it wasn't what he wanted. It was, as they use the cliche, as we all do, it really is the thought that counts. So don't think about Christmas as much about toasters as it is just about giving and love. Because that's what Christmas is about, is giving and love. So I hope that leaves you with a nice story for Christmas. Oh, and obviously, by the way, I was the little boy. And that is the end of my Christmas story. I wish you all the best of holidays. However you use this time of year, may it be joyful and happy and healthy. And we'll see you next time. Take care.